When time first began, the Eternal gave life to powerful beings of light, the Drakeels. But as misfortune would have it, the power given to these creatures awoke in them only a boundless pride and an inexhaustible thirst for dominion. Shaken by this betrayal, the Eternal banished them to the deepest abyss of Dracomundus. It was there, in the depths of the earth, that they twisted into the monstrosities that we know today as dragons. Alas, possessed more than ever by hate and vanity, the Banished refused to admit themselves defeated. Through their voices, they persisted in corrupting humanity. Through their blood, they defined the land we call our home. From that moment on, mankind would live in fear. Fear that one of the Dragon Lords, the most powerful of the Banished, would one day return to the surface. With the support of his dragon kin, Saw Ichnog succeeded in escaping from his subterranean prison. And brave souls, guided by the light, rose up and vowed to push him back. Soldiers of the Order, righteous and faithful to the Eternal, who suffered body and soul after coming into contact with draconic corruption. Rare were those who remained impervious to the depraved whispers of the dragons on the outskirts of this gaping breach. One such person was Godefroy of Clerval, Grand Knight of the Order of the Eternal.
My strength.
The voice of the Dragon Lord blighted people's spirits and petrified their bodies, instilling terror and madness into those who heard it. Never before had a breach so vast been rent between the two worlds. It was here, at this wound between worlds, that the corruption was most potent. One by one, haunted by the whispers from below, the people succumbed to madness. Pitiful in their wretchedness, and too weak to resist the command of their new masters, they drank the blood of the dragon and gave in to depravity. Thus enslaved, they were twisted into ghastly monsters, mockeries, Dragonkin.
I have no energy left.
Filled with these fleeting embers of hope, a few brave souls founded an alliance to carve the first breach into draconic defenses. Here, the Dragonkin's power was strong. It fused our world with that of the Banished. Godefroy of Clerval heroically broke through and shattered their defense barriers. This act of bravery, a feat of the righteous alliance of men, allowed me to lend aid to the Knights of the Order of the Eternal. Me, Almantia, Grand Oracle of Pytho Durkan, Dragon Blood, A human altered but not consumed by the draconic blood that flows through my veins. My sisters and I have powers given to us by the dragon, but our souls remain our own.
I need to catch my breath.
Neither dragonkin nor entirely human, and afforded extraordinary abilities by our forebearers. By those who drank the blood of the only banished dragon to have ever repented before the Eternal.
My strength fails me.
These few drops of draconic blood connected our thoughts to those of the dragons. With that understanding came a vulnerability. We soon learned that we were at the mercy of their whispers. The voices threatened to consume us, with no hope of salvation. Our civilization fell alongside the blue dragon Pythodurcan, forcing us to live amongst men in the city of the Order of the Eternal. Closer to the breach made by Sir Ichnog, Godefroy, fighting fire with fire, confronted the draconic hordes. I battled by his side, but my strategy was less direct. My draconic power allowed me to open up a passageway for the men of Nurogard, all of them prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice to save what remained of humanity. Once this invisible barrier had been breached, they knew that their lives would hang by mere threads. But these warriors from the north cared little for the uncertainties of our plan. A hero's death in the heat of battle with their enemy was the greatest honor that could befall them. Led by the pale dragon blood Harold Truelson, the barbarian fleet had but one objective: to lure the enemy into the open sea and leave the path to the breach vulnerable. If a single vessel reached the coast, then this sacrifice would not have been for naught. Harold Truelson reached the hostile shore and avenged those fallen from the Toriel clan. The barbarians of Nurogard feared neither pain nor death, and they welcomed violence as they might an old and familiar friend. Truelson knew this threat better than most. A select few, highly trained clansmen, risking their lives in the process, had successfully imbibed the pale dragon's blood without succumbing to the corrupting voices. Among them was Truelson.
Getting ready!
To become a dragon blood barbarian, he paid the ultimate price and cast away a portion of his humanity. In exchange, he received draconic powers that he put to use for the Toriel clan, the Eternal, and humanity at large.
I need to catch my breath.
The pale dragon blood had achieved his goal. The Alliance's plan, as unlikely as it was to succeed, could run its course. The barbarian waited for the signal that would tell him where to carve a bloody path through enemy defenses and lure the dragons far away from the breach. The Kongirati nomads, every bit as proud and as fearless as the warriors from the north, joined the alliance of men to help push back Sor Iknog, the Crimson Dragon. Sitting astride their draconic hybrids, these tracker archers faced the dragons steadfastly and seemingly without fear. Not one would allow the enemy to make easy prey of them. Hides, wings, teeth bland. For the Kongirati, each draconic monstrosity was not only a threat, but also a quarry from which they could gain valuable resources. And where others had begged and prayed for divine salvation, these nomads made full use of anything the earth and providence offered them in order to survive. Their master tracker, Eula, however, did not see things in such stark shades of black and white. Of all those who made up their number, she was the first to recognize the value of this eternal light. How long would her people be able to continue traveling freely if the corruption were to poison the entire world? To seal this union, the Order of the Eternal entrusted her with one of their most powerful relics, a single, glimmering scale of light. Each champion had one, and the power of their light would be needed to push Sor Iknog back into the shadows. It was up to Eula, armed with her scale of light, to cast the invocation. She would then know whether she had been right to put her trust in the Order and in joining the Alliance. The power of the light was like nothing ever seen before. We heard the Dragon Lord howl into our minds, racked with pain and rage. So close to the Dracomundus, our souls suffered as from 1,000 deaths, but we held fast to our positions. Inch by inch, the divine light pushed the corruption back into the breach. And it was thus that the banished lord saw Ignog disappeared once more into the shadows, where he would suffer eternal retribution. Once calm fell, we were all that was left, the sole witnesses to the feat accomplished by the alliance of men. But more than ever, we knew that the taint of draconic depravity still festered in the depths of the abyss, impatient to break free once more. Thus, from the union of men and their allies that stood together in the face of the draconic threat, an elite corps was established within the Order of the Eternal, the Dragon Hunters.
Is anyone hurt? Sonkan? Apprentice?
We're fine. Somehow. But what is this totem? It seems as though all the Dragonkin were heading straight for it. Our apprentice was able to find us by following them.
Astria, you're the expert in draconic rites. Do you have any idea where they could have come from?
All signs point to this totem having been used for a ritual of corruption. And from the sheer amount of blood spilled here, we can assume they have enslaved a host of victims.
The statue is crafted from black willow. It must be from the Jaxara's swamp. My clan's caravans used to stop for supplies there, before passing through your lands.
So far from here? Could the Dragonkin have carried this idol all the way across the plains?
There would have to be countless adepts among their number if so. We must warn the Council of Montesky without delay.
Given the scale of this invasion, it should not be difficult to win the Councilors over. They'll surely decide to attack in force.
Perhaps it would be best to learn more about our enemy before rushing in. If we are to root out a cult of this size, we need to avoid making any hasty decisions.
There would be one way to learn more about these creatures. A reconnaissance mission. If we send a small group, they may go unnoticed. A few skilled soldiers need only enter their lands and target their sanctuaries and camps. Then we'll see how they respond. We'd need to leave before reinforcements arrive from the plains. But this would allow us to gather information while also creating a diversion.
So be it. The apprentice will accompany Sonkan while we protect the borderlands around the Alliance. The apprentice will gain a bit of experience in the company of a tracker. All that leaves is the accolade, and to make him a dragon hunter officially.
The Dragonkin number more than ever, and they are rapidly...
Please forgive this intrusion, councillors. Alas, Grand Tracker, I fear I do not bring the news you are hoping for.
Speak, Hunter.
As you ordered, we found the Dragonkin that killed one of our own. In doing so, we discovered an ascendant cult, one which swells in number.
They are practicing corruption rituals in the plains around Montesky. According to Sonkan, the idols they are using are from Jaxara, and the ground there was drenched in dragon's blood. I fear that their intentions have been made all too clear.
They have come to desecrate the plains? This close to Montesky? How have they been able to escape our notice for so long? We will need to act before they are able to launch an assault.
With your permission, Counselor, allow me to conduct a reconnaissance mission into enemy territory together with the apprentice. I know these lands well, since the Kongirat used to trade here.
2 hunters against an army of adepts? You cannot be serious.
The Dragonkin have flooded the plains, de Clerval, and redoubled their assaults against my clan. This hunter strategy would allow us to combat them on several fronts.
This is so. Allow Sonkan and the apprentice to gather information at least. I will oversee them, and if there is need for it, we will call them back. I suggest we put our trust in our hunters, Auspex.
And what of the apprentice?
He is ready, Auspex.
Then your plan will have my support. High Priest Cornelis, Proceed with the accolade.
Kneel, apprentice. Today, before the Eternal, you commit to our fight against the dragons until they draw their last breath, to hunting those who serve them, to sealing the breaches to their vile prison of Dracomundus forevermore, to ridding humanity of their corruption. As a token of your sacrifice, please take this scale of light. It is a relic of Miriel, the Drakiel who, long ago, managed to banish these ungodly creatures together with the Eternal. It will protect you from the corrupting influence of their voices. Today, it will make you a protector of humanity, a blade of the Eternal, a hunter of dragons. Arise, hunter. Non Draco sit mihi dukes. Let not the dragon guide me.
Come and find me at the jail before leaving Monteskai. Since Sun Can and yourself will be on your own in the Jaksara swamp, we are prepared to offer you our support.
The Grand Tracker and I have pooled the Order's resources and Kongirat's expertise to give you a decisive advantage. To meet the dragon's strength with our own, we have raised the first tame wormling.
And we have taught it how to fight alongside hunters. It will make for a fearsome ally.
Grand Tracker, be reasonable. Nobody has ever been able to tame a dragon. This creature is dangerous.
You are right, to a point. Raising it was not enough. To control these beasts of draconic perversion, we needed to purify and subject them to the power of the light. We used blessed seals to do just that. It is not their chains that keep them subjugated, Tracker, but rather our faith in the Eternal.
This wormling will accompany the new hunter. Your first mission promises to be a challenging one, and I am in no hurry to be called for a new accolade anytime soon. Innovation is one of the core values of our clan, Sun Can. I wager your opinion will change once you've seen this creature at work.
With all respect, Grand Tracker, I highly doubt it. We must remain vigilant. This part of the plains has not been cleared. No doubt it will be infested with Dragonkin. Damn it. We'll have to fight our way through here. Marauders have taken the village.
Die, Dragonkin!
The farm to the east is being attacked. I beg of you, please, do something!
Looters?
Yes, but they're not alone. They have monstrous creatures with them.
Dragonkin. They likely corrupted the Marauders, catching them unawares while they were looting abandoned settlements.
We were helping the priest restore the old stone gateway near the farm when they appeared out of nowhere.
We'll head over there and help him. Now flee. Head for Monteskai.
Thank you for helping me out of that tight spot, hunters.
What are you doing here, Jerome? Restoring a gate, or so say the villagers? Don't tell me it's a gate of the Eternal.
Well, in truth, follow me and you'll understand.
So, will you tell us what's going on?
The Dragonkin cast some manner of spell upon this gate. Nobody knows precisely what they intended to do, but Meridius Cornelis is afraid they may yet put it to twisted purpose. The gates of the Eternal are connected to one another by the Great Light Lapse, which the Order once used itself back during the time of the War of Men.
They were sealed when the Kongarati trackers joined the Alliance, so that their caravans could continue to link towns without unfair competition. By doing so, we have been able to preserve their culture. Nevertheless, if the enemy has found a way to unseal them, imagine for a moment an army of Dragonkin descending upon Monteskai.
We need to break this spell.
Indeed. And to do so, we need to reopen this gate and reconnect it to the city using a scale of light. That's why I was dispatched here.
I don't believe a word. The Council could never have approved this decision. Grand Tracker Eula would have opposed it.
And yet I truly did receive such orders, Tracker. We cannot leave the gate at the mercy of our enemies. To rid ourselves of this spell, we will need to channel divine energy to re-establish its connection. Then, the Dragonkin will no longer be able to approach it.
I don't like this. The decision would have come from the Council. I suggest we look for another solution.
The Dragonkin have likely already corrupted other gates, Hunters. Time is not on our side. I will explain our present situation to the Council personally. For now, it should be enough to use your scale of light to break the spell. This gate should then immediately link up with its twin in Montesky. I will return to Montesky and inform the Council. If you discover any other corrupted gates, do not allow the Dragonkin to get close to them. Good hunting, both of you, and may the dragon never tempt you.
Well, Alaric, have we made enough compromises now? Let us set off again. We have a cult and its adepts to dispose of. We've crossed the frontier. If we were to remove our scale of light now, we risk falling prey to the dragon's whispers and the...
You're dragon hunters, aren't you? By the Eternal, please, spare me. I'm human still.
You've drunk dragon's blood.
I don't know. It's been weeks since Dragonkin corrupted our water. Some of us have surrendered to it already. I hear their voices. Those of the Dragonkin, that of the dragon. Oh, they're in my head. Save me, please, please. Make them stop. I beg of you.
You can hear not only the voice of dragons, but also those of Dragonkin?
I hear them all, I tell you. The adepts and the hostages they took from Demistia. They'll never be silenced. Never. Always the same words again and again. And the prisoners. Oh, the prisoners. Their constant attempts to break their spirits, to corrupt them, just like us. Like us.
You claim to always hear the voices of the Dragonkin. Have you overheard where they're keeping their hostages?
I hear them, but I refuse to listen. I don't want to lose my mind.
I'm afraid it's too late. There is dragon's blood running through your veins. You're lost already. But even so, you can help the others to escape your fate.
Am I going to die?
I will stay by your side. I will help you. As for the rest, don't forget those people that are dear to you.
You're right. I want to give them a chance.
We still know almost nothing about these Dragonkin. Where have they come from? What powers does their blood impart? Whose orders are they following? I'll watch over this poor soul and try to find out where the hostages are being held. As for you, see if you can gather a node, an egg, some corrupted flesh, anything the Grand Tracker may be able to study. We know little of the effects of Viridian Dragon's blood, and these corrupted appear to have gorged themselves on it. We have returned, Grand Tracker.
Did you complete your mission?
We identified the location of the adepts. These Dragonkin are capable of communicating through thought, like bees from the same hive. We took care to take a few samples before heading further into the swamp.
You've shown excellent initiative, Hunters. This may well allow us to learn more about these monsters and their powers of corruption.
I'm afraid we don't have much time. A villager told us the Dragonkin have taken hostages, and he showed us where they're being held at this very moment. We must act without delay.
How were they able to tell you this?
The Dragonkin had corrupted the swamp water. The poor soul had dragon's blood already flowing through his veins. That was how we discovered the mental connection between the corrupted.
Grand Tracker, if the Dragonkin were behind the disappearances you told me about, The men you dispatched to the plains are heading straight into danger. Worse yet if the enemy can organize from a distance.
You are not wrong, High Priest. Sun Can, return to Jaxara at once. I'm tasking you with finding and freeing the hostages. Keep a low profile, do not take any unnecessary risks, and try your best to bring them back alive. As for you, set off and see if you can find my trackers. If they are still alive, you will find them in the plains close to the hamlet of Pont Noir. Once you're done, return to the Jaxara swamp so you can assist Sun Can.
Show me your map, and I'll show you where to find us.
We're indebted to you, Hunter. All we expected to face off against her was marauders. It seems they've been delivering hostages to the corrupted for months. But faced with Dragonkin, we had no chance. These fanatics tried to keep a low profile up until now. Once they sensed their cover was blown, they didn't even try to hide. We'll return to Grand Trekker Eula now. May your hunt go well.
One of us. We are me. So, you have lost the Drakiel scale that kept you safe from my powers. The scale from that traitor, Muriel, who preferred to remain subjugated under the yoke of the Eternal. How alone you must feel, Hunter. Do you know just how many supposed heroes have already won the scale that now belongs to you? Dvalin, Artea. I wonder whether I am the only one who remembers their names. You are nothing in the eyes of the Eternal. Join me. You will never be alone again. You will matter. You will be one of us. I am Kalorang, Dragon Lord of the Jungle, and I'm dying to find you again, your flesh and your bone.
Hunter, snap out of it!
You lost the Drakiel scale we entrusted to you. One of the rare relics of the noble Muriel. Discovered here even before Monteskai had been founded. For centuries, these scales have guided us through the shadows. The transgression you have committed is simply unforgivable. You are not deserving of the title we bestowed on you. Henceforth, I recommend that you be stripped of your rank and replaced immediately.
Are you aware that this hunter was responsible for defeating the most powerful dragonkin we had ever encountered? Or that he had discovered a dragon that had kept its existence from us until now? What more could you ask for de Clairval?
So you are coming to his defense? This feather-brained fool nearly corrupted themselves. Where is this confidence in him coming from, Hunter?
I've seen him at work, facing the dragonkin that led the cult in the swamp. I've seen him resist the corruption against this new banished lord, despite having lost the scale. May the dragon never guide me. That's the motto we live by, isn't it?
This hunter also rescued several of my trackers, freed hostages, and gathered essential information for us. It is not so much whether we are able to trust him that is the problem, Auspex, but rather the lack of trust on your part.
I appeal to you, Meridius. Would you show such clemency towards the guilty party as these two?
I have faith in the Eternal, who would not have granted him the strength to triumph against such a Dragonkin if he was not, at the very least, worthy of being given a second chance.
So be it. And what will you do about the scale that was lost because of him?
The hunter will be tasked with finding the scale that he lost. In the meantime, he will be entrusted with the scale held by my servant, Diliculum Jerome.
You've come for the scale, is that it? Here it is. I'm entrusting it to you, since the hunt demands it. Please, take good care of it.
Our hunters, our research, our ability to push the dragons back, all of this rests on the scales of Miriel. We cannot, you can no longer afford to make any mistakes.
You must recover the scale, no matter the cost. Do not let the dragon that almost enthralled you last time take it from you.
For all we know, the Dragonkin may not be able to touch the scales of light. Touching one would cut them off from their master's voices, and they would be instantly consumed. Let us hope yours is still in the spot where it was taken from you.
Do not underestimate the intelligence of dragons. Such obstacles will not stop them if they manage to cast a spell on the gates of the Eternal. Who knows for what foul ends they could use our relic?
You are right. Nobody knows how far the jungle of Kala reaches. The cult you disbanded in the swamp may have been nothing compared with the threat now facing the Alliance.
Let's meet again in the jungle of Kala. I had to purify a gate of the Eternal to bring you back to Montescae. That will be our starting point.
Wait a moment, hunters.
Make it quick, Meridius. We're short on time.
Once you have tracked down the scale of Miriel, bring it to me before meeting with the Council. With one of those relics, I can prove at least one of my theories relating to Dracomundus. But say nothing about this to Auspex de Clerval.
Why would you not trust the Council? Everyone knows that you study the Dragonkin already.
Oh, it is not the Council that worries me. It is Auspex de Clerval that I would rather keep my distance from. Too often he appears to meddle in the affairs of anyone who does not blindly obey him. I had to move heaven and earth to convince him to let me study our enemy. And I fear he will prove to be just as inflexible on the topic of the Drachial scales.
Very well. We will do what you ask, Meridius. I've sealed the exit. We'll have to use our scales. Wait a moment. Look here, on the wall. It's a map of the Lost Kingdom. Half of the jungle is still unknown to us. How have we fallen prey to the Dragonblood's illusions for so long?
Here. Excellent work, hunters. Give the scale of Miriel to Diliculum Jerome, and come and find me outside the door to the Council.
Not so fast, Meridius. We discovered it was the Order that was behind the fall of civilization in Jaxara. We need answers.
What are you saying, Hunter? To my knowledge, no expedition has ever been conducted so far from our lands.
And yet we learned this while exploring the remnants of a lost kingdom. We know how the Order of the Eternal burned the temples and built an altar atop their bones.
What you are describing here is a purifying procession. Such a thing has not been conducted in centuries. And you're saying we have built an altar? Could this be a draconic seal?
Don't try to tell me you don't know anything about it. There's no way there's nothing in your archives about this expedition.
The same archives that the Toriel clan set fire to and destroyed during the War of Men? As for this civilization you're talking about, I suppose that it put up some resistance. Alas, our ancestors had little interest in other peoples.
If a draconic seal was indeed built in the jungle, we could make use of it. Allow me some time to think on this, hunters.
Let's not wait for Cornelis to join the council. We must inform the council ourselves before he has a chance to prepare his defense. Counselors.
Have you retrieved the Scale of Light, hunters?
The matter has been dealt with, Grand Tracker. But we have also made an important discovery. We now know why the Colton Jaxara is so powerful. It corrupted an entire civilization, benefiting from an attack led by the Order of the Eternal.
I beg your pardon?
Meridius Cornelis, you've arrived right on cue. The hunters have just informed us that the Order would have played a part in the fall of a civilization. Is there anything you can tell us about this?
Yes, they informed me already. I'd wager what they are referring to was a purification procession carried out there centuries ago. In all likelihood, the purpose of this purported attack was likely to place a draconic seal in the heart of the jungle to contain a dragon in Dracomundus.
Deprived from the light of our prayers for so long, this seal's power must have weakened terribly.
On the matter of light, Jerome, please, go ahead.
What is this?
It is a blessed scale of light, capable of resisting the corrupting power of Dracomundus. To date, we have been unable to do anything more than seal the breaches, but now, with this, we can strike at the seat of draconic power itself.
How did you come to create this miracle?
To do so, you need to channel the power from an altar. The effect is short-lived, but if the draconic seal in the jungle is still in place, then this process should both bless the scale and open a breach that our hunters will be able to enter at the same time.
Open a breach? Set our hunters on Dracomundus? Have you lost all sense of reason, Cornelis?
The Dragonkin are at Montesquieu's gates. The Toriel clan is under siege. The city of the Oracles has sunk beneath the water, and the nomads have been forced to abandon their caravans. Given the circumstances, it is past time for us to take bold action.
So be it. Hunters, do you know where the draconic seal can be found?
We did not identify its location, but we know where to begin our search. Hunter, the fresco in the temple mentioned an illusion close to the village in Jaxara. I will rid us of it now, and we'll be in an unexplored area again.
Your companion, the Kongarati tracker. He asked me to show you which path to take in order to join him. When he appeared, we heard a faint noise, and then a path opened up. The children claim to have seen strange happenings here at night, but, well, you know how imaginative children can be.
My head! We need to stamp out the Dragonkin, but I fear the blood has tainted me. The scale of light. I don't know if it will be enough. You must continue without me. And if I should perish, avenge me. I shouldn't have tried to explore this area alone. I thought myself capable of following the tracks of a Dragonkin leader as far as the seal, but the voices, they were stronger. All I did was throw myself right into the lion's jaws.
Sun Can told me of the Dragonkin's plan. If we do not rid ourselves of the banished Lord of the Jungle, The cult will usher in a second egg layer and double the number of spawn we must contend with. Montesky's river flows from its source in the swamp. We cannot risk the potential loss of our water supply. Suncan and his Scale of Light will remain under surveillance at Montesky Jail. As for you, Hunter, you must locate the seal that Cornelis spoke of. Without it, we do not have even the slightest chance of invading Dracomundus and confronting the dragon before its acolytes are able to pollute our water supply. Return to the Grand Oracle's temple and implore her to invoke a vision. It is a risky strategy, I admit, but we no longer have the time available to us to survey each and every corner of Jaxara.
The nature of this call is yet to be decided. Let us refrain from coming to any conclusion so early on, Astrea.
The Eye of Pythodurkin may be able to shine some light on things for us. One moment, Hunter. The Grand Oracle and I are discussing a topic of the utmost importance.
Let him speak, Astrea. Eula is a proud woman. If she has charged this hunter with calling upon me for my visions, the reason must be quite urgent. The seal evades you yet, is that it? Perhaps our good friend Cornelis does not have all the answers after all. Fine, you both are searching for a relic, and there is only one way to find what has been lost. The ritual of far sight.
Come now. You know as well as I do that performing the ritual is impossible. You would need to regain our archipelago, head into enemy territory, and find a sufficient amount of Pythodurkin's blood.
Precisely. Waste no time, hunters, and set out for Crissa right away.
Welcome to Crissa, just south of the battlefield where my people were swallowed by the depths. This ritual that Almantea mentioned, Farsight, it has not been successfully performed since Delphipolis fell. It requires the blood of the penitent dragon, who sadly perished years ago. We could possibly retrieve a few drops of this blood by taking it from the veins of the other oracles. However, considering the consequences of ingesting dragon's blood, I would prefer not to reverse the process and potentially risk my sister's lives as a result. Though it's true that dragon's blood, fortunately, does not degrade over time, if we were to find the remains of a few oracles, the blood of Pythodurkin should still linger in their cold hearts. Defiling tombs for a few drops of blood. What extremes the Grand Oracles of Pythodurkin have been reduced to. We will need a dozen other ingredients besides. I'll take care of the plants on land and the sacred instruments. You go and search for the only aquatic plant required for the ritual, Opsophil, and pick up the Kylex on the way. It's a sacred cup, a ritual implement that must always be kept within its temple. We'll meet back here once we're done. May the dragon never tempt you. What has happened to the Kylex? It looks different. A Dragonkin ritual. They have opened their master's vein into it, tainted Pythodurkin's essence with the blood of a banished lord. It's been desecrated by the banished dragon's blood. I doubt it still has the properties required for the ritual. You may return to Montesky, Hunter. I will remain in Crissa. I do not know what these Dragonkin are searching for, but I will not let them have it. If your heart demands that you aid me, I will not spurn the help.
Hunter, what happened to this Kylex? This hue? It is not the blood of Pythodurkin. That explains why Astrea is not with you. It seems she has her own mission. For now, be silent. I sense the power of Dracomundus. I hear the banished lord in the jungle commanding his soldiers. Kalarang, such is his name. I sense the jungle. A temple hidden from us by some kind of spell. But the altar's location remains vague, nebulous. Just beyond my senses, I feel some sort of emptiness looming where it should be standing. This is all wrong. Something unknown and strange has scrambled my senses. I cannot locate the altar with any kind of precision, nor indicate its exact position. Finding it will take longer than I'd hoped. For now, run and find Eula.
Thanks to the Grand Oracle, we have some idea of where to start our search for the altar. I'm afraid Sun Can's condition has worsened. The dragon's blood and his drachial scale continue to fight over his soul. You will have to fight alone, Hunter. Gather your courage, steel your heart, sharpen your blades, and be prepared for this to be your final fight.
No, Grand Tracker. We will not abandon the Hunter like this. We will accompany him and fight side by side.
Out of the question. Without scales to protect you, it is certain death.
Without the Hunter, we would not be long for this world either way. The Dragonkin are greater in number and stronger than ever. What happened at Pont Noir showed us that we're not large enough in number to meet nor push back their forces. Even so, if the Hunter is defeated before he can reach the dragon, all will be lost.
There's no chance you will survive. I will not allow you to needlessly sacrifice your lives like this.
These lives are ours. It is we who will decide how to spend, sacrifice, and live them. Our decision is final, Grand Tracker.
You may forbid it, but we will defy your orders if we must.
So be it then. Farewell, Trackers. And may the dragon never tempt you.
Bless you, Grand Tracker Eula. Hunter, come find us to the north of the swamp. Beware of illusions on your journey there. On our route, we encountered one of the illusions that Song Can warned us about. We intend to dispel those without delay, but there may be more afoot. I'm glad to see you safe and sound again, Hunter. You did it! Now we need to lift the illusion. Time is of the essence. There's not a moment to spare.
These vines are full of dragon's blood. Our arrows are useless here.
We have no choice. We will need to poison them. Hunter, this jungle is home to a flower known as Ignifera instabilis. The spores are known for their corrosive and explosive properties. Gather as many as you can. In the meantime, we will see if we can make incisions on these vines.
Hunter, I suppose this gate opening up is your doing? I have news for you. Wait, is that the draconic seal down there? That changes things. My part in this is coming to an end. If you hope to survive in Dracomundus, you will need to transfer the divine energy from the seal into your scale. Place it on the altar once it has absorbed the divine energy. Tie it to this golden ribbon on which I have written out incantations. Stay attuned to your surroundings. Do not let the Dragonkin get close to you. Above all, do not go too far. Corruption lurks in the depths. The pain it brings will only grow with each descending step. Off you go, my friend. Track this dragon down in its own lair. Destroy the corruption that flows through its vein. Silence this voice forevermore. Deliver fear of the eternal to all dragonkind.
Here you are at last. You answered my call. There's no need for tricks here to impart my voice upon you. Your scale will protect you from me, but who will protect you from your own? From those who sent you to your death. Your tracker friend. He proved more reasonable. Even though he is not yet one of us, he cast you aside. Give up on those who only want you for what you can give them. Join us, Hunter. But since you hesitate still, let me show you. You're a much better fighter than the others, Hunter. What were their names again? Sun Can, Jerome. I'm beginning to know you all quite well. Soon, I'll speak to those who disrupted my cult in the plains. Don't worry. I'll do so to you once you too have become one of us. Why do you refuse to understand, mortal? I only seek to free you from the chains you already bear. Invisible they may be, they are still chains made from power and influence wielded in their favor instead of yours. Do you really think they would remember you if you perished here? Without use, will they cast aside your memory as swiftly as they did your very life? Why such foolishness? Why do you persist in believing you have the slightest chance of escaping we dragons? Why run from freedom? Time has no hold over us. What hope does your kind have of... Don't you understand, Hunter, that you were born only to be put into chains? And the ones I hold are infinitely looser. We become tied, not love. Submit. Join us. Getting ready. There's a river. Wretched mortal. How dare you reject me? I will dominate you with my countless centuries of war behind me, with my cult, with all the glory of dragons. We are me. We are me.
Well, Auspex, are you convinced now?
You defeated this dragon in solo combat? Hunter, you've done the Alliance proud.
I admit, I may have been a little too quick to pass judgment on you.
Your counsel helped us greatly, Meridius. In the future, you will have to collaborate more closely with the Hunters.
Of course, together we will accomplish great things.
The Dragonkin have used the Kylix you recovered for some sort of ritual. In all likelihood, one of Farsight. They too are searching for something, and I believe I know what that could be. When you and Sankan came across Kalarang, all the oracles listened out for Dracomundus in an attempt to locate it. But instead, we heard a call for aid, a familiar presence that we had not felt for many years. It may well be Pythedurkin. If he survived, my people could be allowed to rise from the ashes once again. We must answer his call. That is where things get complicated. Our visions are usually one-sided. We cannot speak, only listen in. Unless, that is, we make use of an enchanted crystal ball we call the Eye of Pythodurkin. We can assume that the dragons heard this call for aid as well, and they are well aware of our relics. They will surely attempt to take the eye from us. We must retrieve it first before they are able to do so. Let us split up. Head to the sanctuary on the Isle of Plakonisos. That's where the eye was kept under guard. I spotted signs of life on the isle. It may be that someone can lead you there. In the meantime, I will search the enemy camps in case it has been stolen already.
Setting off for Plakonisos? Oh, I wouldn't advise it. Alas, I'm afraid there are no gates of the Eternal on Plakonisos. I suppose that leaves you with only one option. Breaking the spell. Ha! But you would need to be a dragon hunter to do it. There are 3 statues you'd need to destroy in 3 different camps. If you manage to do that, I'll take you to the Isle myself.
Well, that could have ended badly. It's a good thing you arrived, and just in time, too. Did you find the Eye of Pythodurkin, Hunter? Please, give it to me, and I'll begin the ritual.
Are you sure you're strong enough, young outsider?
Sorry? I'm no outsider, old woman. I am an oracle of Pythodurkin.
And yet I do not know your face. So you've not once seen the dragon that created your order, nor seen with your own eyes how glorious this place once looked. These relics faded into oblivion before you were even born, young oracle. You lack experience.
You may be my elder, but you cannot have been around to see the downfall of this city. All the dragon blood among my people left for Montesky. Besides which, we are dragon hunters. Do not underestimate us. We have experienced more than you could imagine.
You are the first hunters that I have met, that much is true. Perhaps you are not as inexperienced as you look.
Well, Hunter, let us be off.
Something's wrong. That wasn't the true eye. We have fallen into the dragon's trap.
It has been so long since I corrupted an oracle. I do so love souls so sure of their own strength. And to think that this seventh trap worked. You fools! So ignorant of the arcane. Submit yourselves to the Eye of Okorobia.
We must save her, quickly. It was because of this trap that the dragon was able to get past the scale of light's protection. These are powerful spells, but we can counter them. Give me your hand. Let me use your friend's link to Dracomundus and send you into her dreams. Her life hangs in the balance.
What? What is...
A magic trap left for us to fall into. The dragon spoke the name of a powerful, corrupted oracle, Okorobia. She must have known that you are hunting down the Eye of Pythodurkin and made a copy of it to mislead you.
She must have the original then. We must find it.
You barely escaped total corruption. You've scarcely had time to recover. Okorobia will feel no need to hide. She has sunk all ships capable of making the crossing to her isle, and keeps them from being raised from the depths with a curse that will need to be lifted.
After what happened with this imitation of the Eye of Pythodurkin, it's clear that this is beyond my abilities.
Trust me, young oracle. Your powers will be enough, just so long as you do not allow yourself to be blinded by pride again. Let us take up position in the old oratorium and spill some dragonkin blood. You'll be able to become twice as strong then, you'll see. As for spells, the only person able to teach them to you is Okorobia's former apprentice.
And who is that?
I believe you know her already. She is called Almantea.
The Grand Oracle refuses to take the slightest risk. I'm glad to have you here to support us at least. Since you joined us, it has been one thing after another. I want to tell you how much you being here means to us. But since Sankan only thinks of himself and politics, I imagine I'm the first to say it out loud. Thanks to you, we'll soon know whether Pythodurkin survived. For the oracles who never knew him, like myself, it would be like meeting one's father. Come, our friend needs us.
Grand Oracle, this is no doubt your last chance to save Pythodurkin. Trust us, the traitress holds the key.
I'd be surprised if that were true. I knew Okorobia before Delphi-Ippolis fell. If she went over to the enemy, then the call we heard in Dracomundis is surely nothing more than a common sham.
How can you be so sure, Almantea?
You already know my answer to that, old woman. So save your posturing. Okorobia herself taught me all I know about her brutality and her sick traps.
I remember well. Her ambitions of becoming Grand Oracle were opposed, powerful though she was, and you paid the price. She was the most powerful witch seen in an age, back when this title really meant something. That being said, I think your apprentice is right to want to go after her. Whether the call is a trap or not, Okorobia deserves to die. I did not think I would need to convince you of that.
You do not know her as I do. You were never subjected to her lunacy or her foul pride, never tasted her rage, never heard the crackle of her lightning magic directed towards you. Facing her would be a madness that I would not wish on anyone, and Astria least of all.
Almantea, with all due respect, you taught me to listen to the abyss of Dracomundis as you would the depths of the human heart, and listen to you talk. You sound less like a Grand Oracle, and more like a terrified apprentice. I know what it means to face one's mentor, Grand Oracle, and I understand your fear. Okorobia is skilled in deception, that much is sure. But there is no need for concern. It is we that are the hunters here, and she our prey.
Thank you for speaking so plainly, Astria. As always, your frankness has its merits. Well then, I will teach you the counterspell that will allow you to reach Okorobia. Show me I was wrong to fear this traitress, my apprentice. Astria appears to have changed. She did not try to assert herself the way she usually does, and I would not have expected her to try and see things from my point of view. I do not believe she was like this before. And to think that the mere thought of that vulgar traitress held me back, even though I was at the Battle of the Breach, even though I challenged Sir Ichnog himself, and did not fail back then. Consider yourself fortunate if you are not haunted by any such demons, Hunter.
The Dragonkin have walked right into our trap. We'll have the blood we need for the ritual soon enough.
Once the ritual is finished, Astria's counterspell will remain in place for just a moment. I'll guide you to the traitress. Take a few planks with you while heading down to the water, and I'll take care of the rest.
I'm ready. It's time to send Okorobia back to her maker and recover our relic.
Protect your fellow hunter. I will get the boat ready. Do not allow the Dragonkin to interrupt the ritual.
I feel their blood feeding my power. Enough! I think that should suffice for a few minutes. Do not waste a moment. Good hunting!
Did you recover what I asked for? Do not waste a moment. Your friend's powers are unstable, and Okorobia could gain the upper hand at any moment. I have a boat here that I raised up from the seabed and repaired. Let us be off.
by Pythodurkin, you're still alive. I feared Okorobia had made short work of you. Do you have the eye of Pythodurkin? There's not a moment to lose.
Hunter, Dragon Tamer, you cannot remain here with this relic. Please return to the Temple of Pythodurkin as quick as you can.
We are heading there now. These guards, the snow has made them nervous. It started to fall the moment you were forced to kill Okorobia, almost as though the skies themselves have been purging themselves of excess magic.
But
Grand Oracle, our plan worked. We have recovered the eye of Pythodurkin.
Good. Now we will see whether your intuition was correct, Astria. Whether it is indeed Pythodurkin that calls for our aid.
So you think it possible? Did I manage to convince you after all?
Now that Okorobia is no more, we can be sure of one thing at least. The call in Dracomundus is not her doing. Let us be off, Astria. It is time for you to hear the voice of the dragon that gave you its powers.
may my voice carry into the depths of Dracomundus. May my words reach the one who sent the call. I am Almantea, Grand Oracle of Pythodurkin, and I hear you.
Help. You must help us. We are under siege. There are survivors here.
This is not the voice of a dragon.
We are oracles. We were left along with Delphipolis, below the ocean's depths.
We have been besieged. We recovered an eye of Pythodurkin.
But the collective are pressing forward. We cannot hold out much longer.
How can we reach you? Oracles, answer me, sisters.
Allow me, Almantea. You who speak in my home.
No! The dragon! He's using the eye to enhance his power! Grand Oracle, you must stop the ritual!
If you want to save your sisters who survived the fall of Delphipolis, Grand Oracle, you must be willing to make a sacrifice. You need only allow me to access your soul.
The Grand Oracle is still alive, but unconscious. The other oracles are doing their best to bring her back to us, but I think we will need to find another solution. We are dragon hunters, and you have already proven once before that the Banished Lords are not invincible. We must weed out this evil from its roots by finding a way below the ocean's depths to vanquish the dragon itself. Perhaps the nomads have a potion that would make that possible. I will approach the council.
Hunter, I fear there is no such potion that would allow you to breathe underwater.
I know of no relic that could help us either. Nonetheless, we must hunt down this dragon and save our Grand Oracle.
I may have a solution, but it is not without risk. We have an elemental right, back in Nurargat. By combining this with ice, it allows us to resist the fatal frostbite that would otherwise be suffered from the blood of the pale dragon. If you were to carry out this rite using water instead, perhaps it would allow you to withstand the power of the ocean.
So it would be wise for all the hunters to go through this ritual, as well as the new apprentice and Deluculum Jerome.
The new apprentice, Council.
Sun Khan has been forced to withdraw from the hunt once and for all. He was weakened during the hunt for Kalarang, and we have doubts about his capacity to continue resisting the voices. So I have found a replacement.
You will find her at Neurogard, where she is following the teachings of another hunter, Yorn. As for the Deluculum, Cornelis, I'll leave that to you. Hunters, all you need do now is find Alaric and head for the north. He left with his troops for Syrah after you lifted the spell that previously made it inaccessible. One last thing, Hunter. You may have heard the guards call you Dragon Tamer. due to the Wyrmling accompanying you. I find it quite fitting, however, since you won your fight against Kalarang. So please consider this an official title from now on. Good hunting, hunters.
I am surprised by the speed with which Auspex de Clairval approved the idea of an elemental ritual, after we had to move heaven and earth to get him to let us send you to Dragomundus to face Kalarang. You gave him a good lesson in humility by triumphing over the banished lord of the jungle, that's for sure. I doubt I would be of much help for this hunt, but if you need me, do not hesitate to ask, Dragon Tamer.
So, Alaric is leading an expedition to Sierra. He will no doubt be making the most of the chaos we spread to take down as many Dragonkin as possible. I wonder whether he already knows about Sonken. They never did see eye to eye, those two. Their understanding of justice and freedom was just too different. Well, either way, I have preparations I must be getting on with. You head off first. I'll join you later.
Thank you for assisting us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Captain Alex from Montescaille. We were sent here to defeat the enemy leaders before the Dragonkin could reorganize themselves. Sarah Larrick managed to alight right by their camp, but we did not. If you want to reach him, you'll need to head to the beach in the southwest. It's behind enemy lines, though. We still have ships offshore, but they are unable to approach because of the harpies that are hounding them. If you destroy the nests while my men keep the front lines in check, this should allow us to advance. Luck be with you, Dragon Tamer. All we need to do is climb this hill, and the beach is just on the other side. There should be a shrine at the top of these stairs, so we'll need to take care. Let us part ways here. I'll gather my men together, and we'll find our own way to reach Sarah Larrick. The route to the beach is clear, and the ship you'll find there is at your disposal. If I may be permitted to make a suggestion, Dragon Tamer, I would recommend disembarking to the rear of the enemy forces. You should be able to clear the way for our troops. Good luck, and may the dragon never tempt you.
Hunter? What are you doing here? Did the council send you?
It's the Dragon Tamer, sir. He's just arrived from Montescaille.
Ah, you must be with Astria then.
Good job dispersing the enemy, Dragon Tamer. I saw the harpies take off, and it allowed me to reach Alaric. I have not been able to speak with him yet, though. The corrupted have scarcely let up their attacks.
We will speak later. You did well dispersing the Dragonkin by taking care of their leader, but they will not remain vulnerable as they are for long. We must not hesitate to wipe them out for good.
We will speak once we stand on the smoking remains of their camp, then.
Well said. Good. Now that the Dragonkin have been taken care of, may I know why you came looking for me?
Auspex de Clairval wants all the hunters to take part in one of the Toriel clan's rituals. Yorn and the new apprentice are already there at Nuragart. You're the only one left.
The new apprentice? So, Son Can succumbed after all?
No, but the Grand Tracker does not want to take any risks.
I can't say I disagree. What is this ritual for?
It's a long story, but I'll tell you everything once we reach the Toriel clan.
Very well. I'll join you as soon as my men have secured the area. Hunter, I wanted to speak with you about what you and Son Can discovered in Jaxara. This civilization that fell after having clashed with the Order of the Eternal. Our forebears were convinced of a single truth, that they were the people blessed with the discovery of the scales of Miriel. The Alliance has shown us that this is not the whole truth. I became a knight because I wanted to protect the innocent and spread the light of the Eternal. What happened in Jaxara has only made the dragon stronger, and I fear this will help no one. I do not know how you feel about the Order, but know that we have changed. In any case, I will not allow anyone to increase the dragon's strength by causing division among us.
Catch my breath!
Dragon Tamer, we finally managed to fix the bridge. Hunter Astria, Sarah Larrick, and Deluculum Jerome have already left. Take care going through. We spotted some odd-looking corrupted not far from here.
These corrupted are attacking the village. We cannot allow them to continue. Carry on along this path while I force the rest of them out of hiding. I spotted Alaric. It seems he followed a trail here. Jerome is with him too. I would not be surprised if they also needed our help.
By the Eternal, I do detest these escort missions. Keep going, Hunter, and clear a path for us while I administer a potion to Deluculum Jerome.
May the Eternal keep you safe, Dragon Tamer.
Elemental rite that will allow us to breathe underwater? Are you sure? This rite is usually one reserved for aspiring dragon blood after years of training, and even they do not always survive.
We are dragon hunters, Yorn. We survived worse.
Us, maybe, but not her.
I am ready, Master Yorn.
Oh, so you're the new apprentice?
Yes, I'm Sumdia.
Well, this will be your chance to see other hunters at work. You only need to follow Astria's lead.
What do we need to carry out this rite?
I'll consult on this with the elders and the Skalds. Then let's split up. That should help things move along faster.
I'm looking forward to seeing other methods of combat. Master Yorn is not always very good at explaining things.
Don't worry. I'll take care to make sure you're able to watch what I'm doing.
Right. I've consulted with the Skalds. There are a few items we need to gather. Glacial water, pure as crystal. Ancient amulets detailing the ritual. And a certain amount of dragon's blood. You can leave that last one to me.
Alaric and I will take care of the water. I will be waiting for you to bring it here for me to bless it, sir.
I will no doubt have need of you, Dragon Tamer.
Which leaves the amulets for us.
Take the new hunter with you. You'll need to explore ruins that are likely overrun with dragonkin.
Huh. Everyone wants to work alongside the slayer of the banished lord in the jungle, it seems. Make your choice. We'll be waiting. We must take care. Given the number of corrupted that attacked the village, every step here could be our last. That should be enough. I'll take this water to Jerome to be blessed. See you at the ritual.
Well, we are all here. This ritual requires 2 steps. I will start by creating a nexus, a kind of spell. There's no doubt that this will draw in any nearby dragonkin, so you will need to cover me. I will let you know the second step once it is time. Ready? With me, now!
Sumdia! I'm not afraid.
Too weak.
Sumdia, may the Eternal watch over you.
Let us leave this place. There's nothing more we can do here.
Wait, Hunter. This ritual has woken the dead. We cannot leave here without fixing this first.
Go back, Deliculum. I'll take care of the undead. And if there's a warrior worthy of that name here willing to help me, I'll be glad to have them. Allow me to introduce you to the Doyenne, Dragon Tamer. She's the leader of our Skalds, and it is her job to keep our clan's history and legends alive. She knows about what happened with the undead.
I suspect they were awakened by a memorial stone. It is an ancient magic linked to both Pale Dragon's blood and the blessings of Toriel. Hardly anyone knows how this kind of spell works anymore, ever since the Pale Dragon betrayed the Eternal. That being said, one of my fellow Skalds has decided to visit some ruins he knows well. He is hoping to find answers there. I imagine he will be able to tell you more than I, hunters.
Well then, let's press on! Ha! I wouldn't worry about the Skalds if I were you. They may not know how to fight, but their sharp minds make it difficult for the Dragonkin to catch them. We do not need to be quite as astute ourselves, and so much the better.
As Doyen and head of the Skalds, I have been tasked with watching over the clan's history. Pale Dragon's blood is the greatest danger we have ever faced. Those who drink it lose their memory, to the point that they no longer have any concept of time. They end up trapped in a single moment of their existence, one that the dragon has chosen in order to manipulate them. We normal humans that are left will not live for as long as the dragon blood, but our memories will stay intact for as long as we still live. That's why we created epic sagas, the poems, which serve as a record of our entire history. The most prestigious of these accounts is the clan's poem. Toriel himself gifted us a great memory tree to preserve it, which we call the Akedict. If you would like to see it, you'll find it on a small island in a lake at high altitude, not far from here. Another day, I will tell you more about the clan's poem and the memory tree. For now, you have a mission ahead of you. What a strange sensation. It feels like there's a knot in my throat. And this place. I would have loved Samdia to have seen this. If we want to find out where the dragon is, we first need to find the other oracles. They will no doubt know more than we do. Let's split up for now. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Good find. This brazier is a Tholos. We can use it to make a spell last longer. And judging by the lack of a bridge leading to this tall building, something has cut it off from the world. The survivors must be on the other side of this chasm. I think several Tholoi will need to be lit to fix the bridge, but we'll need to find them first. Most likely, they'll be in key locations around the city. Dragon Tamer, we made a mistake. The survivors were not in the library, but here, under this dome emitting a familiar energy. And they are taking us for traitors.
If you want to enter our refuge, Dragon Hunters, you will need to prove you are not corrupted.
We answered your call. Is that not enough?
The oracle we spoke with was overwhelmed by the dragon's whispers, and the one beside you arrives accompanied by a wyrmling. It is only right that we would be suspicious.
So be it. What must we do to prove it to you then? Our Grand Oracle's life hangs in the balance.
The dragon that keeps us trapped here has protected its breach by means of a spell, and only a spell of equal strength can dispel it. This was inscribed on a corrupted parchment and hidden away in the library.
In that case, light the last Tholos for us, and allow us to enter the library and recover it.
Not so fast. The library itself is a labyrinth, with walls that shift and move. If you want any chance of making your way through without becoming lost, you will need the key of Aria to open the doors. Recover it from the corrupted, and I will have all the proof I need. Our city survived, thanks to the sacrifice made by Pythaderkin, the dragon who founded our order. When another banished lord discovered his breach, he wrapped himself around him and pulled him down into the abyss, bringing our city down with him. The shield that protects us appeared not long after that. We think it must be a miracle of the Eternal, a manifestation of Pythaderkin's soul, charged with protecting us from beyond the grave. The Dragonkin are unable to penetrate it.
Here, we have the key of Area, sister. Have we done enough for you to believe our words?
Incredible. So, what you said about the ritual, the Alliance, Montesquieu, it's all true?
Would I be here with this outsider otherwise? We even managed to defeat a banished lord, and all we ask is that you allow us to do so once more.
In that case, enter. And welcome to the sunken city of Delphipolis, dear visitors. Thank you, dragon hunters. Without you, the Dragonkin would have triumphed. You have more than earned entry to the library. Take care, though. Since the fall, the dragon's voice has become even stronger there.
Now that the Dragonkin have found a way to enter the sanctuary, one of us will need to stay here to push the next waves of enemies back. I'll leave you to explore the library, but be quick about it. I will not be able to withstand an entire army for long. The Dragonkin are piling on the pressure. Their Lord Dragon is almost free. By entering the library, we freed a great number of corrupted that have hurried to aid their master.
I've come to lend you a hand. I see you have the parchment that should break the spell. Let us take a look.
This spell is...
It is impossible for you to cast. It would kill you. You are not strong enough.
Perhaps. But it's our only chance to stop the banished lord.
It would be suicide. Astria, we have already lost Son Khan and Sumdir. We cannot lose you too.
We are dragon hunters. If we must sacrifice ourselves, that is what we will do. Pray for me, Jerome.
Muriel and all the Drachiels. You were still alive.
Jerome? Dragon...
Your eyes.
I must stay here for the moment. There are more important... Hunter, the banished lord can no longer keep himself hidden. There's no time to lose.
You... So be it. According to the city's oracles, there is a shrine that could serve as a draconic seal right by the breach of Xantaneos. However, it will need to be consecrated again before it can be used. Go. Open the gate of the Eternal that is closest to the breach, and I'll join you there. You may need to find new shortcuts to open the way forward. It is as I feared. The seal has been corrupted, just as the gates of the Eternal were. The Dragonkin has broken its link to the Eternal. I will need to sanctify it once more.
Dragon Tamer, greetings. You want to bring me a taste of what is to come on the surface? Or perhaps you've come to avenge your oracle friend? What sacrifice? Giving up her sight to counter a spell that I could cast again with a simple snap of my talons. Just as soon as I am free once more. What futility, and yet how poetic. And you, Hunter, do you need to put on a passionate show of your sense of loss for me? Why do you not answer me? Does the silence console you so? Or do you simply have nothing to say? And to think that Caroline wanted to turn you, you would have languished away in his swamp. Time to die! How? How can you stand against me? Did I make a mistake? Perhaps you could bring me the power I lack in exchange for my knowledge? Just think on it, Hunter. Let me lead Dracomundus, and I'll help you defend Mordeskai against the rest of them prowling around down there. There's much worse to fear down here than me. Cease this temper tantrum. Consider the obvious. We both need each other. You have need of my knowledge. You fool! Your ignorance will leave you open to his grand designs.
Hunters, Deluculum. You took a considerable risk and overcame the odds. Your daring saved my life, but at what cost?
Grand Oracle, when I joined the hunt, I knew that meant giving up my life if it meant keeping the Banished Lords at bay. Losing only my sight to take the life of a dragon. That is a price I am willing to pay.
And you, Jerome, why take such risks?
I deserve no praise, Grand Oracle. The risks I take while running to the Hunter's side, and they are always there to protect me. It is the Dragon Tamer you should thank. Speaking of which, the surviving oracles of Delphipolis offered us a gift to thank us for having freed them from the Banished Lord. It is a fragment of the dome that protected them from the ocean.
It's a tiny fragment of Pytho Durkin's soul. Golden and blessed by the Eternal himself.
You succeeded. Once again, a show of force that is sure to go down in history.
I am happy to have aided you in the fight against this dragon, my friend. But I fear it's time now for me to retire.
The Hospice will be happy to take you in.
The Hospice? Certainly not! I will prepare for negotiations between Monteskai and the survivors of Delphipolis. We have collected several very powerful relics, and we will need someone to watch over them.
I'm happy to see your spirit has not been dampened, but there are not many of us left. We will need to take great care, now more than ever. Dragon Tamer, the Council is sending me to Erdenor. If you need me, you'll know where to find me.
Allow me to introduce you to the Doyenne, Dragon Tamer. She's the leader of our Skalds, and it is her job to keep our clan's history and legends alive. She knows about what happened with the undead.
I suspect they were awakened by a memorial stone. It is an ancient magic linked to both Pale Dragon's blood and the blessings of Toriel. Hardly anyone knows how this kind of spell works anymore, ever since the Pale Dragon betrayed the Eternal. That being said, one of my fellow Skalds has decided to visit some ruins he knows well. He is hoping to find answers there. I imagine he will be able to tell you more than I, hunters.
Well then, let's press on! Ha! I wouldn't worry about the Skalds if I were you.
As Doyenne and head of the Skalds, I have been tasked with watching over the clan's history. Pale Dragon's blood is the greatest danger we have ever faced. Those who drink it lose their memory, to the point that they no longer have any concept of time. They end up trapped in a single moment of their existence, one that the dragon has chosen in order to manipulate them. We normal humans that are left will not live for as long as the dragon blood, but our memories will stay intact for as long as we still live. That's why we created epic sagas, the poems, which serve as a record of our entire history. The most prestigious of these accounts is the clan's poem. Toriel himself gifted us a great memory tree to preserve it, which we call the Akedict. If you would like to see it, you'll find it on a small island in a lake at high altitude, not far from here. Another day, I will tell you more about the clan's poem and the memory tree. For now, you have a mission ahead of you.
With all due respect, good Skald, you were just as easy to find as a novice.
Oh, don't start, Hunter Yorn. Were you sent here to rescue me? Or to assist me?
To assist you, I imagine. The Doyenne said you would know what to do to stop the dead from being brought back to life.
Ah, it's not quite as simple as that. Let's see. By carrying out the water ritual, you woke an ancient magic here. To be frank, I expected that too much digging around in the past could end with us speaking to a dragon, as we have often seen.
Get to the point. Before the corrupted are able to ambush us again.
So be it. You never did pay much attention to your lessons in any case. You see this small tablet next to me? It may be a memorial stone. I'd like to study it. The presence of Dragon King only further supports my feeling that this must be the case.
Well, what does the tablet say?
It's sure to please you, Hunter Yorn. It recounts a battle. One that, thanks to the activation of the memorial stone carved into this tablet, is being brought back to life around us.
How can a memory be given life?
Precisely. The dead, rising again, are unaware of the time that has passed. They think only of continuing the fight that led to their deaths before.
So what? We kill them all?
Of course not. If all you do is kill them, the next outdated ritual we carry out will cause them to awaken all over again. If you really want us to be rid of them for good, you will need to conclude the battle.
Fight alongside our forebears, is that it?
Those that are left of them, at least. I would not be surprised if they have been affected by the Pale Dragon's blood that was spilled here since their deaths. You should expect them to resemble the Dragonkin.
The battle has begun. What are you doing behind the lines? Press forward! For Toriel!
For Jarl Fafnir!
Fafnir? So this battle dates back to the previous Jarl. Take care. This is not Jaxara. The Dragonkin we are about to face were once some of the most ferocious fighters the Nurugard had ever known.
Victory is ours! It's our turn to be written into the clan's poem. The battle is over, my brothers and sisters. Let us depart from here.
Why did you intervene? Couldn't you be content with staying on the sidelines and watching my victory? What? Do you think you should be the only one to hunt the dragons down? That since you're our little prodigy, that makes you better than us? I have done everything for a chance to be written into the clan's poem, but you just had to ruin my best opportunity. You run off to Montesky and tell Trulson everything is in order again. I'm staying here to do my duty as a Dragonblood. Why did Trulson have to assign me such a useless apprentice? And why did the only other hunter who agreed to bear witness have to think himself the entire clan's hero?
Dragon Tamer. Diluculum Jerome told us that the dead came back to life following the elemental resistance ritual. Have you and Yorn resolved this situation?
A battle based on the memories of the dead, you say? I will never fail to be surprised by the things that dragon's blood is capable of. I imagine the ritual may have inadvertently strengthened the powers of the Banished Lord in that area.
We cannot sit back and do nothing. We have set a dangerous chain of events in motion, and will need to put a stop to it. Yorn wants to be written into the clan's poem at any cost, and here is his chance.
So long as your old apprentice is not about to throw himself into a battle that he cannot win just to impress the Skalds, Jarl Trulson.
You are right, Cornelis. Dragon Tamer, go and join forces with Yorn. If you can regain control of Toriel's lands and the frontier, this should give us a chance to stop the dragon from burning our village to the ground.
I am looking into new ways to help the hunters. Perhaps your traditions hold secrets that could be exploited?
Oh, why is the Dwyer not here when I need her? You'd better pour yourself a drink, Meridius. This may take a while.
What are you doing here? The council didn't send you to hunt down another dragon. I don't care if Trulson is worried. Legends are not made by careful men, after all. Since you're here, might as well make yourself useful. Look, since we lost control of the region, this fjord has become a choke point. The Fallen have been bombarding the ships trying to leave the clan from the cliffs above. There are many old Dragonblood that will soon be forced to join Toriel and are blocked off down there. If we do nothing, the Serpent will succeed in taking hold of their souls, and they will burn the village down from the inside. And that's not all. The undead have taken advantage of this situation and taken captives from among the wrecks. They were led by the same pale dragon that we saw in the illusion. He's rather evasive, but I think we should still be able to catch him. I'll deal with the Dragonkin and their war machines by the fjords. While I'm at that, you find the captives and see if you can speak with them. Taking the head of this pale dragon will be my way into the clan's poem.
Dragon Tamer, I must speak with you.
She wants to offer you a place in the clan's poem? You? Because you killed a banished lord and helped me send the dead back to their graves? Apparently you earned it?
It's not a question of merit, Yorn. Everything you have done, you did for glory. But our friend here did it out of a sense of duty, without looking for anything in return.
Excuses, Doyen. Let's go, Dragon Tamer. Tell me what you found out about the pale dragon that taunts us. The village of Snakemen? Excellent. See, Doyen, I will liberate the Bridge of the Fallen and kill the pale dragon that is raising the dead and nearly took out our clan. You won't be able to deny I deserve my place in the poem then.
Only a a few have crossed the bridge of the fallen and returned alive, Dragon Tamer. Please, watch over Yorn. I fear he is blinded by pride.
Used as a support base for organizing attacks against the clan's enemies. Fafnir was the greatest of our warriors in the war between men. When the Serpent corrupted him, it was Trulson who was forced to take his place. After the Battle of the Breach, the clan was no longer able to defend this place. In truth, since we joined the Alliance, we've only seen things get worse for us. That is until today. Today, I will take everything that belongs by right to the clan back from the Fallen. These cursed dead want to take me alive. But glory will be mine. Retrieve my scale, and Fafnir will be mine.
Arise, Jarl Fafnir! Trulson's spell is broken. By the power of our master, arise!
For the clan! Glory to the illustrious! By the power of Toriel, I live again! By the light of the Eternal, I will overcome! Back, Dragon King! My legend will...
You may have killed Fafnir, vile hunter, but Yorn is ours! Death is but a word for those that follow the Serpent!
Where is Yorn? His scale of light. Captured. Better for him to have died rather than allow himself to be taken. Dragon blood that end up joining the enemy side are no doubt the most formidable dragonkin out there. We'll need to find a way to save Yorn, or the clan will burn before the day of the poem arrives. Come in, Hunter. The other heads of the Alliance may have found a solution. Council, the Dragon of Nurorgart has taken one of our hunters captive. It will surely tap into his potential to create a monster, and slowly turn him into a warlord that cannot be stopped. We must act, and quickly.
Could we not just hunt him down and take him out? The Dragon Tamers should be more than capable.
I do not have a whole army of dragon blood worthy of being made hunters under my command, Almantia, and neither do I have the intention of abandoning a member of my clan, no matter how disagreeable he may be.
What would happen if we were able to take Yorn back and return his scale of light to him? The dragon would no longer be able to reach him.
Yorn is a dragon blood like me, de Clerval. We are linked to the Serpent, even while we are still whole. If he has passed on to the other side, something as simple as a scale of Drakiel would not be enough to bring him back to us.
If it is not a question of strength, the liberation of Delphipolis may provide us with a solution. The dome fragment gifted to us by the survivors of the sunken city allowed us to return Son Kan's scale of light to its original brilliance. The centuries during which it has been used are no longer noticeable, and it has even taken its original shape.
If this primordial scale were to be put around Yorn's neck, perhaps it could disrupt the link between hunter and dragon, even if the one is much stronger than the other.
We will need to act quickly. If Yorn is too far corrupted, the Eternal's light could harm rather than heal him.
If he is beyond help, destruction would be the more noble fate left to him. Either way,
In that case, Hunter, Alaric has the primordial scale in Air de Nord. Saving a hunter should take priority over his current mission. Find Alaric and recover the scale.
Dragon Tamer, over here. Ah, your scale of light. By the Eternal, thank you. This place was supposed to have been conquered, and Ser Alaric is on his way to finish off Sor Iknog with the primordial scale. But we underestimated that cursed dragon. He has already created another cult. Alaric called my unit for help, but the corrupted pushed us back. Their incessant attacks have left us spread thin. We must find my men again and join Ser Alaric before the corrupted can pick them off. Time is of the essence. Thank you, Dragon Tamer.
We didn't expect to meet with such resistance here. This place is a real war zone. Alex, deploy your men. And you, Dragon Tamer, what are you doing here? Another ritual in Nurorgart? Or have you come to tell me about the death of another banished lord? Yorn? But how? Well, Astria would not be surprised. It's a real campaign that we will need to lead here in order to reach Sor Iknog. So much for the hopes we had of getting this over with quickly. You can take the primordial scale. Until we have peace in Ardenor, I will have no use for it. As for the rest, your help here would be appreciated. If we are to launch this attack, we will need to mobilize all of the Alliance's forces. Soldiers, we have come here today to finish things. This is the place Sor Iknog fled to after the Battle of the Breach. Our mission is to reach the fortress on Mount Kolios, find his draconic seal, and slay the dragon once and for all!
The fortress has been cut off from the world since Port Flambeau was overcome 6 years ago. We cannot know what we are about to find there, but one thing is for sure. The Dragonkin know we are coming.
Dragon Tamer, have you seen how these rivers of lava have torn this place asunder? The enemy's sorcerers have wreaked havoc here, but we should still be able to find our way around. When the Alliance built the Kolios fortress, it devised a vast network of gates of the Eternal and marked out routes within its territory. The statues that served as markers are still in place, and all we need to reopen the gates are our scales of light. We must find the statues, and they'll guide us to Kolios. Then we'll open a gate there. All signs suggest that the fortress has fallen, and that there are many Dragonkin here. Without an army behind us, we will not get far.
Dragon Tamer! There you are at last!
These cursed Dragonkin attacked the Tree of Poems. The Icadict is up in flames. It's Yorn leading the attack. We must stop him, or we can say goodbye to centuries of our history. Follow me, Dragon Tamer. I'll show you the way to the Icadict. Then I must head back to protect the clan.
The memories from the clan's poem have been set free, and got mixed up with the Dragonkin. Take care, my Jarl.
I am out of bread.
Wait. Look. This memory. I think it could be me. When I was younger. Yes, it is. I remember that night well. You can follow this ghost, Hunter. It will guide you as far as the Icadict. I'm going back to protect the clan. May Toriel watch over you. Father! The Dragonkin will pay, I promise you. They showed your body no respect. I'll make them regret not having destroyed your weapons. May Mother forgive me. May Toriel watch over me. I'm sorry, my Jarl. I thought I would be able to manage.
came here alone, Harold? And this axe, it's your father's, isn't it?
I wanted to avenge him. Have mercy, my Jarl, please. Don't banish me. I know I disobeyed the curfew. I didn't mean any harm.
Banish you? Ah! I would not want to banish an axe as valiant as yours, young man. I'd rather see you join my troops a few years from now.
Truly? Oh, please let me become like you, Jarl Fafnir.
No, you will become better still.
Listen well, vile monster. It's like the Jarl said. The most valiant axes have a place in his army. And soon, I will be a dragon hunter. Soon, I too will have my name in the poem. So make your retreat, corrupted. Go back to wherever you came from.
No. No. No! The tree has been destroyed. Toriel, preserve us.
The Dragonkin have paid for their crimes, at least.
Jarl, the day of the poem is almost upon us. Can we still receive the blessing from Toriel without the Akedict?
Dragon Tamer, who led the assault?
Yorn? Ah! What bad luck. He would have made for an easy target.
It's not over yet. Dragon Tamer, if Yorn has succumbed, you will find him beyond the Pale Cry. A powerful blizzard that is home to the Serpent's strongest troops. It has only been crossed once before, so you should not expect a warm welcome.
But, my Jarl, without the Akedict, it will be impossible to get through the blizzard. Nobody would be able to withstand the force of the Pale Cry without having been blessed by Toriel himself. And that can only be brought about by the day of the poem. We are lost.
Of course not, Doyen. The Akedict is not irreplaceable.
What are you saying? The forest of memory trees was buried under Fafnir's glacier.
Perfect. Then we know where to start looking. And we can be sure that a few seeds will still be preserved within the ice. Now we just need to locate them.
Replanting an Akedict. It's bold. I'll give you that. You would need powerful magic to break the ice. Let's see. Dragon Tamer. Let's meet at Fafnir's lair. Given the destruction you have sown, I should be able to enter without any problems.
Take at least one scale of light to protect yourself from the voice of the Serpent, Doyen. I will ask Cornelis to entrust us with one.
Ah, cursed amulets. So be it. See you later, Dragon Tamer.
Hells, are you all right? I know my arrival here is unexpected, but the explanations can wait. The dragon is in the process of stripping Yorn of his wits entirely. And if we hang about much longer, even the primordial scale will not be able to help him. You must do all you can to save Yorn. Once that's done, bring him to Monteskai and come find me there. The Grand Tracker and I have something we need to speak to both of you about. I was not supposed to intervene, but you saved my life. I cannot just stand idly by. I will explain everything that has happened once you have found Yorn again. For now, I must head back.
It's the big day, Dragon Tamer. Today, you will become more than just a hunter. All the trophies you have won until now will seem like nothing compared with what you are about to do today.
I insisted on being here. After what happened to the apprentice, to Astria, and to Yorn, I had the feeling I should be here. Should have something to celebrate. I had a hard time convincing Meridius, though.
You are most welcome here, Deluculum. Anyone willing to learn our customs or take the head of a dragon is always going to be considered a friend here.
You have? Impossible. Toriel be praised. I feared I would never see a day of the poem before leaving this world and returning to Toriel. My boat is all set and ready. I am so glad to see you return safely. Here is one memory that the Serpent will not take from us.
Toriel, hear our song of Harold Trulson, who avenged the father cut down by the Fallen at just 13 years old. He became dragon-blooded, won the games, and succeeded Fafnir the Fallen as head of our clan. He stopped the Fafnir Strid and imprisoned the traitor in a spell for your approval. He heard the call of the oracles and joined the clan with the alliance of men. Both then worked together to banish Sir Ignog, the banished lord in Erdenor.
Toriel, hear our song of Dvalin Almar's son, who became dragon-blooded by the ancient rites, together with his brother Yorn, and joined the hunt for dragons. He saved the lives of 50 clan members by freezing the fjord's waters before their drakkar could be sunk, and died defending his own and facing down troops led by the infamous Kalarang, banished lord of Jaksara.
Toriel, hear our song of the Dragon Tamer, who saved the clan from destruction, who vanquished Fafnir, who slayed the banished lords Kalarang and Xantaneos, and their powerful servants Jalanung and Okorobia. The clan named him its savior. He repelled the unworthy traitor Yorn, and replanted the Ikedict, and he stands before you now to receive your illustrious blessing.
Jarl, some are saying you do not want to kill Yorn.
It's true. We have a way of freeing him from the corruption. Or, at least we hope that we do.
Do you really think he deserves it? He committed the greatest crime there is against the clan, and he allowed himself to be captured by the dead because of his pride.
Humility is learned through failure. I learned that the day I almost died, when my father was assassinated. Yorn will learn it like this. As for his crimes, it is the dragon you should hold responsible.
You have now been blessed, hero. Go. Take vengeance for the clan against Yarn.
I will speak with the Scalds while you deal with getting our fallen hunter back. I'll do what I can to find a cultist location that could be used to illuminate your scale. Oh, and remember to report to Meridius Cornelis on any effect the primordial scale has on Yorn. He's keeping a close eye on the situation.
You think you're doing, dirty traitor? Your dragon scale will not do anything to make me change my allegiance. What? Who?
What are you doing? No, my servant. He's escaping my control.
We must speak with you. It would have been better had Alaric been here as well, but he is still on his mission in Erdenor.
What has happened, Grand Tracker?
I fear the Alliance is in danger, and you are the only ones I can entrust this to. I asked Sun Khan to keep tabs on you while you were hunting, and he was able to confirm your loyalty.
And then I had to intervene and help the Dragon Tamer and Neuroguard. He would have spoken with you about it in any case.
There is every reason to believe that de Clairval has placed his pawns with a view to carrying out a coup d'etat. Because of the war, the Auspex has had access to all of my clan's innovations, to the Oracle's relics, and even to the Neuroguard's rituals.
If these suspicions are well-founded, the Council will tear itself to pieces from the inside. Everything will be left in tatters.
And the only thing still holding the Alliance together will be you.
The heroes that the people rally behind, that de Clerval sends to carry out the most dangerous missions, like Yorn and you, Astria. Or that he discredits as soon as they come into contact with corruption, like Son Khan.
But de Clerval is one of the founding members of the Alliance, together with the Grand Oracle.
Not exactly. It was Meridius Cornelis who insisted we create this alliance, and de Clerval only gave in since Sar Eknog's cultists had reached the city gates.
And even if he acted in good faith, it is possible that de Clerval has been corrupted by Sor Ignog's whispers in the meantime. Crimson Dragons prefer strength and order. By harboring a desire for vengeance after having lost his arm, the Auspex may have made himself vulnerable over the years.
The problem is that we need proof and we have none. De Clerval has both the motive and the means, but we found nothing that could definitively incriminate him. Astria, Jerome, Dragon Tamer, you and Alaric are the only ones I trust enough to help me separate fact from fiction. If there is indeed some kind of conspiracy at play, we must uncover it.
I will help with the investigations, although I cannot say I share your fears. Jerome, you should be the one to warn Alaric.
I will head there as soon as I have caught up with the Dragon Tamer.
Thank you, hunters. And take care. If anyone wanted to effectively overthrow the Council, you would be their first target.
Thank you for agreeing to help me, Jerome.
I fight for the Alliance. That being said, why put your trust in me now? I still remember hearing you call me a mad fool back then.
You are the only Deliculum I can think of to have put his life on the line for the hunt. And you've gone much further than a humble servant ever has. Why would you lend your aid on the day of the poem? Or support Astria after she was injured, if you only intended to betray us?
I see that you have been kept well informed. Nevertheless, you are not altogether cleared of suspicion, Son Khan. How can you be sure that this distrust is your own, and not that of the dragon whose blood you came in contact with?
I cannot be sure, and that's why I need you.
Now, let us return to your hunt. Since Yorn is not by your side, I suppose this means it is no longer the time to speak of saving him? Dead, after having been in contact with a primordial scale. Dragon Tamer, perhaps it would be better if you returned it to me. Meridius and I still have a lot to learn before it will be able to deliver all its power. You should now be able to focus your efforts on the Serpent, at least. Make your way there using the breach that Fafnir opened. That way, we should not need to use the Draconic Seal to reach Dracomundus. You still need to illuminate your scale of light. Fafnir plundered many temples in Domistria. If you happen to come across a shrine that the old Jarl would have built from his plunder, you'll be able to illuminate your scale there. Given the motley nature of the sacred elements we will have at our disposal, you are sure to need my help. Cross the Pale Cry, open a gate of the Eternal when the time is right, and I will join you there. Oh, and don't worry about reporting to the Council. I'll take care of it. I may take this opportunity to see how the Auspex reacts to the news of Yorn's death. Good luck, Hunter. Good. Let's take care of this shrine before the dragon notices we're here. This way. All these memories. Down there, look! This must be Fafnir, about to enter Dracomundus for his final voyage. Follow his lead, Dragon Tamer, and he'll guide us to the Banished Lord waiting below.
That's it. Follow in the steps of someone who never returned after facing me. Fools.
Don't listen to her. You already triumphed over 2 of her brethren. You will overcome again. She is underestimating you. Keep faith.
It is time! You fought your way across the world to ready yourselves for this battle. Today, we put an end to these centuries of war. Once we enter the fray, remember those who gave their lives so that we could be here. Remember those who are waiting for liberation. Think of your children. Think of the future of our clan liberated. But above all, remember that the memory of you will be preserved by the skulls. If we succeed, we will achieve immortality, my brothers and sisters. Today, we will take Blitzkrieg's head and bring it back to the clan. For Jarl Fafnir, for the clan, courage! Do not give up! We will make the necessary sacrifices. That's enough! This is suicide! Not one step back, I forbid it! If you retreat now, our legend will be over! Stay here, that's an order! We have no chance, my Jarl, don't you see? Even the Oracle's spells did not take us out like this, nor did the high walls of Montesky stop us, but look! Now look! Out of my way, dirty traitor! The first storyteller is waiting for me! We have not even reached Dracomundus yet, and we have already lost almost everyone. Come back to your senses. You've gone mad! You're all traitors! All! Giving up! The serpent is mine!
So, you see how Fafnir joined me, Dragon Tamer.
I am out of breath.
You are the second human to reach this place. You know what happened to the first. I do not have Kalarang's empathy, nor the trickery of Santinios. I offer my blood only to those who are worthy of it. The other mortals called you a hero for having slain my brethren, but you did nothing but force a coward out of hiding and defeat a fool full of pride. I see no reason to be impressed. But I am not unjust. I'll give you a chance to prove yourself worthy of your legend, Hunter. Muster your fervor and pray to your masters. We'll soon have need of them. Good. Are you like the rest of them, obsessed with the thought of your own mortality? But you tell yourself your posterity is assured, I suppose. Legends last for as long as those who tell their story. Voices can be lost, parchment burned, engravings split. Even the Acadics can be destroyed. Memories will wither and fade. You will be forgotten, as though you never existed at all. There's only one way to escape the futility of your existence. Your story told until the end of time, Dragon Tamer. And yet the Eternal will care no more for that idea than he cares for us dragons.
I need to catch my breath. I will break your bow.
He is not the only immortal being out there. I offer you my voice, Dragon Tamer. I will recount your deeds from this day until the end of time. The field cry, for having frozen their paradise before Calviol could swallow it all. But that is not my real name. I am Gamarosa, the first praise. I am the skull before skulls came into being. Come now, Hunter. There's no need to fight against the Hunter. Legend awaits you. You condemn yourself to silence, to being forgotten, to destruction. Entrust me with your memory and it will never be forgotten. Allow me to recount your poem, even once nothing is left of this world that you are defending in vain. Bend to the call of glory. No! I cannot die! I am the immortal storyteller. I am eternal. I am eternal.
Nicely done on your fight with Vidskrig. I only wish we'd been able to save Yorn.
I propose we drink a toast in his memory.
To the most stubborn of hunters. May he now rest in peace.
For the Dragon Tamer! Hurrah! Bravo, Hunter! It is an honor to feast with you. Did you see? There are even Domistrians here with us!
Dragon Tamer?
The serpent is no longer? What? Incredible news! So, Sor Ignog is all that is left.
His cult appears particularly active in Erdenmoor. And the effect of the primordial scale was unexpected.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed. I wish to understand what happened to Hunter Yorn. Dragon Tamer, you may be dismissed or remain here as you wish.
Soldiers, we have come here today to finish things. This is the place Sor Ignog fled to after the Battle of the Breach. Our mission is to reach the fortress on Mount Kolios, find his draconic seal, and slay the dragon once and for all!
The fortress has been cut off from the world since Port Flambeau was overcome 6 years ago. We cannot know what we are about to find there, but one thing is for sure. The Dragonkin know we are coming.
Dragon Tamer, have you seen how these rivers of lava have torn this place asunder? The enemy's sorcerers have wreaked havoc here, but we should still be able to find our way around. When the Alliance built the Kolios fortress, it devised a vast network of gates of the Eternal and marked out routes within its territory. The statues that served as markers are still in place, and all we need to reopen the gates are our scales of light. We must find the statues, and they'll guide us to Kolios, Then we'll open a gate there. All signs suggest that the fortress has fallen, and that there are many Dragonkin here. Without an army behind us, we will not get far. We must break this spell. Alex, get your men to cover the exits. Dragon Tamer, protect me while I purify these stones. Death to the Dragonkin!
What prowess! If you had been recruited to the cause earlier, the battles at Port Flambeau and the Souffle Noir Pass would have been very different indeed. After having lost our port and our mines, it has become impossible to defend the plains. Now, the Dragonkin are encroaching as far as Pont Noir, just a few hours' walk from Montesquieu.
There is another Dragonkin statue on the other side of this narrow passageway. A camp, too. And if we do not deal with the corrupted that are there now, we may come to regret it later.
They haven't spotted us yet.
Alex, prepare an ambush at the exits. Dragon Tamer, you and I will enter the camp. I'll force our enemies to flee in the captain's direction. You find their leader and kill them. Go, now.
Sarah Lyric, around a third of my men have fallen, and some of those that are left are too badly injured to fight. We will need to stop and let them rest.
Very well. I will use my scale of light so that the injured can be taken back to Montesquieu. If the Dragon Tamer and I head off to open a gate of the Eternal, will you be able to defend this camp with just the men that are left?
I don't think so. The Vanguard has taken too much damage. We will need to heal some of our men before we can go any further. This will take more time than evacuating the injured. We will need you here with us.
So be it. Dragon Tamer, continue on until you reach Kolios. Once you reach the foot of the mountain, open up a gate of the Eternal. We'll set up a camp there and start preparing for battle. Dragon Tamer, the Council has agreed to send a large armed contingent our way. We need to find them a place they can set up camp. Then they'll open up a path for us to get inside the cult. Let's look around for somewhere that will give us a better overview of the mountain. Those poor souls we left behind in the fortress's garrison. If Port Flambeau had not fallen, the Alliance would never have lost control of these lands. And to think that everything played out as it did because of a single tower.
Enough, Alaric. You know very well that Port Flambeau would have played out as it did with or without us. Yes, we survived. And we have avenged our friends 100 times over.
But how can you carry on the fight without feeling the weight of those we have failed?
What battle is still being fought years after the final blows have been dealt? We have known defeats by the Eternal, and I will not deny our suffering nor our losses. But we will always be there, ready to take up arms again. No matter whether we won or lost in the past, the only battle that counts today is the one here and now. This is the one that will determine whether we live or die. I will honor the dead who rest in peace. But as for us, we cannot rest just yet. I fight because I want to live. And because until we draw our very last breath, our fates are not sealed. The dragon will not tempt me.
By the Eternal. What a nightmare. The Dragonkin are carrying out rituals all across the region, and have even transformed Kolios into a volcano. They will use this inferno to channel their power towards Grand Summoners. If we let them, they will soon be able to open up a breach far from the Draconic Seal and free their master.
Just like at the Battle of the Breach.
They may not be far from achieving their goal. We must make haste and stop them. There's a large island of some kind up ahead. That would be the ideal place for us to set up camp. Alex, get your men ready to escort the sappers to our new camp. Dragon Tamer, you take care of the area's leader. I'll conduct a thorough search of the island in the meantime and take out the rest of the Dragonkin.
Take care, hunters. Dragon Tamer, we've got started with constructing the camp. The Kongarati trackers, barbarians from Neurogart, and even oracles from the Old World have all come to our aid. The trackers have taken up defensive positions ahead, but they surely need support and the aid of a hunter. This wagon holds supplies for spiked defenses and barricades. I must return to the camp as quickly as possible. You run supplies to our archers. The Dragonkin are able to coordinate their efforts, thanks to the flying units they have with them. Take care, and watch out for their attacks.
Captain Alex has taken command of operations against the cult. It will be up to us to find the sorcerers drawing power from this inferno. The enemy is sure to hide its most valuable assets as far from the front lines as possible. If the captain directs her attacks to the south, the corrupted will not hesitate to send their champions north. That should help sufficiently reduce the area we'd need to search for a vantage point to show us precisely where the enemy is located. The trackers have found a small island offering high ground at the foot of the volcano. You managed to take out your sorcerer more quickly than I did mine, it seems. The cultists reacted so quickly that I was almost overwhelmed. I haven't quite recovered after that ordeal. It may not be wise for me to face the last sorcerer. I'll cover you from behind. Now that's done, all that's left is to... What? That's a spell for opening a breach. We must have missed the strongest of the enemy's summoners. The Dragon King are sure to overwhelm our troops. I'll go and help Alex close these breaches. You hurry and find the summoner before they have a chance to recover and cast that spell a second time. Dragon Tamer, you did it.
The Dragonkin are still standing firm against us, but we have begun to push through. We should still be able to reach the Koleos fortress.
Just as long as it's accessible. How are things looking, Dragon Tamer? Is the entrance to the fortress open? Molten lava? Why does that not surprise me? We'll need to find another way in, I suppose.
I was sorry to hear that Yorn is no longer with us. The light of the Eternal and that of Pythoderkin was simply not enough. I do not dare imagine how it must have felt to kill an ally, accident though it was. Please, do accept my apologies. Now, what brings you here? Koleos has been transformed into a volcano, and Alaric has suggested appeasing it using one of the Toriel clan's dragon blood. Ha! Oh yes, that could work. If only they were immensely more powerful. No, Hunter. What you need is something much more pure. Why not the tongue of Vidskrig that you brought back to us? The tongue of the first Harbinger is no doubt sufficiently full of pale dragon's blood. It's not just any old part of any old dragon, you see. Come now, Hunter. There's no point in worrying about what the Council will say. You must leave for Erdenor at once, and use Gamalrosa's tongue to freeze Koleos over.
We're holding this position, and are ready to enter the fortress as soon as you have opened the way forwards, Dragon Tamer. We need to know what the Dragonkin have done to this place. No matter what happens, stick together, or the dragon's voice may overwhelm you. Recite your prayers, meditate, do whatever you must to keep the corruption at bay.
Kongarati trackers, go scout the area, and do your best to ensure you are not spotted. Oracles, cover the gate, and stop anyone from coming or going. Everyone else, with us.
You are well established here.
We defended what we could before retreating here. The Dragonkin do not know we're here.
The time has come to strike back. Do you know whether the draconic seal in the fortress is still accessible?
The seal is still there, but you would need an army to reach it. The Dragonkin covered the walls in the deepest part of the fortress with mutant flesh to amplify their lord's voices.
An army, you say? Dragon Tamer, I think it may be time to assemble our forces, ready for the final assault. Leave for Monteskai and warn the Council. In the meantime, the trackers and I will go and scout the area, while Alex turns this place into an outpost.
Very well, Sir Alaric. Dragon Tamer, please open the Gate of the Eternal here, if you have not already done so.
Survivors at Kolios? That should give us the perfect base from which to advance into enemy territory. And we are sure to have need of it. Saw Ignog's cult is stronger than ever. I have a feeling we will need to make a great many sacrifices.
Why not let the Dragon Tamer and Alaric take care of it, Council? They have had excellent results on their hunts so far.
Ah, you think so? We've had one hunter almost corrupted, another lose her sight, and then another leave us all together. Is that what you call excellent results? Each dragon we have defeated so far has cost us a hunter, and Sor Ignog is the strongest of them all.
I agree with you there. Against him, we cannot do things by half. I am almost surprised to hear you managed to get into the fortress at all.
Council, Dragon Tamer, please forgive me for interrupting. I bring grave news. The Dragonkin have gathered their troops and are attacking Domistria.
How many of them are there?
Thousands, Council. We are doing all we can to slow them down, but we have little hope of being able to hold them back entirely.
Just the diversion the hunters need. Let them head for the seal, Council, so that we may face the Banished Lord's troops and strike down their master.
But that's madness, Cornelis. We will need them here.
Ha! We'll lead the battle at Pont Noir ourselves.
Hunter, there's no time to lose. The corrupted have attacked Pont Noir on both sides. De Clairval and Trulsin are stuck north of the river. We are practically surrounded, but the enemy has left itself exposed with this maneuver. Sun Khan has managed to flush out the enemy leader and is giving chase behind enemy lines. You are the only one in a position to join him. If we can take out whoever is leading the corrupted on this flank, their entire assault on this side of the river will fail. Then we'll be able to take the initiative again.
The enemy leader hasn't spotted us yet. He must think our forces are all holed up in the village. Look, even his guards appear distracted. The time seems right. Let's give him a little surprise. I have some rather unique arrows with me, laced with the toxic waters of the Mangarica Springs. With these, I should be able to stop him from escaping. I'll warn the Grand Tracker, and we'll clear out this side of the battlefield. You should head to the top of Pont Noir. The oracles will know where to put you to make the most of your talents. May the dragon never tempt you.
Who goes there?
It's the Dragon Tamer, Astria, don't worry.
Ah! Excellent. You should recognize the spell we are about to cast. I've recreated the spell that Okorobia cast around Sierra. The one that prevented us from reaching her, and made it more offensive while doing so. We'll wreck the Dragonkin's ships with a blast of lightning! What was that explosion?
Do not let your focus wane, Astria. Trulsin and de Clairval must have been overwhelmed. Get ready for an attack, both of you. We cannot stop the ritual.
I see them. Trulsin. He's fighting, but the Dragonkin are too many.
Dragon Tamer, hurry there and aid them. Astria, please, you need to break your connection with Dracomundus.
I'm trying. I'm nearly there. Ah! I heard the dragon's voice in my head. How horrible. I feel like the spell has affected my senses. It's as though I can see again, but not with my eyes. It's some kind of third eye? I can see everything that's happening all around.
Your sight has returned, my apprentice.
Not exactly. Some things are amplified, blindingly so. The scales of light shine so brightly, and I can sense the presence of Dragonkin as though I were looking through their eyes. Grand Oracle, I think I have acquired draconic sight.
Impossible.
Dragon Tamer? Ha! The Dragon Tamer is here! Don't give up now, warriors! The Oracle's spell stopped the enemy from advancing, and now the corrupted are being pushed back. Let's catch up with de Clairval and deal the finishing blow!
Excellent. The oracles have made short work of the enemy's fleet, and the monsters still left are running for their master. So much for the survival of the fittest. The Alliance has prevailed again.
We mustn't waste any time. Hunters, take the Black Pass, and we'll drive the Dragonkin in your direction.
Tremendous. That's the Dragonkin defeated! The way to the Draconic Seal on Kolios has been opened for us. Let's make the most of our battle-forged unit and go face the dragon.
What are you suggesting, Auspex?
We won't settle for a mere expeditionary task force. We'll invade Erdenor and get rid of this cult once and for all. The Oracle's visions, the Tracker's wisdom, the Barbarian's strength, and the Order's faith, all united as a single army.
Leading such an effort will require all four of us to be present. What if a new threat should appear in the meantime?
The other 3 banished lords have already been slain. Sor Ignog is the last of his kind, and we've just destroyed his army. I support your plan, de Clairval. We'll assemble the Toriel clan's fleet.
We may never get an opportunity like this again.
So it's decided then. We've kept our focus on defending ourselves for long enough. Let's switch to the offensive.
There's the proof you've been waiting for, Son Can. If de Clairval wanted to take control of the Alliance, he would have separated its leaders. The other peoples would have been left vulnerable, and the Order could have crushed them. You'll find no treason here.
But I did hear the dragon's voice after all. Scarcely more than a whisper, as though he didn't actually want to be heard. I don't think we know everything there is to know yet, even if de Clairval is no traitor.
So there really is someone listening to the dragon from within the Alliance. Perhaps we have placed our suspicions on the wrong person. With our leaders vulnerable on the front lines, it would be the ideal time to carry out a coup d'etat.
Meridius Cornelis, perhaps? The Grand Oracle does not trust him.
I don't think so. Cornelis was not at Erdnor during the Battle of the Breach, so how would he have been corrupted? What's more, he's bound to join de Clairval and the other leaders at Mount Kolios. No, I think it will be someone less high up, and who has spent time at Erdnor recently.
Are you insinuating my captain? You've lost your mind. All that for a few inaudible whispers?
Let's not waste any time discussing theories we won't have any chance of proving. San Can and I will need to stay in Montesky either way. We'll keep an eye on things here. I will warn Deluculum Jerome of the latest developments. He can use his scale to join you if the situation calls for it. Stay strong in Erdnor, and may the dragon never tempt us.
The Alliance's army will not be able to establish themselves here until we do away with the Dragonkin still in the area. Otherwise, this camp could just as easily end up becoming a death trap instead.
The survivors from the garrison gave us a map of the fortress, but there are some areas that nobody has visited for quite some time that may no longer be up to date.
Alex, see if you can find out how far in we can go. But if you come across any enemies, turn straight back and don't engage.
We'll take care.
The map the survivors gave us also mentioned relics that the Dragonkin corrupted. If you were able to purify them, they could become a useful means of defending this place.
Very well. Dragon Tamer, let's see what we can do.
Death to the dragons. Alex!
Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex! Alex!
Alex,
Answer me.
Sarah Alaric? About time.
Enough with this, sir. Your wounds, they...
It's too late to save me. But, Alaric, I'd have to be foolish to think I'm rushing you. But the Dragonkin leave us no choice.
What? No. You won't. I can't. You can't die like this.
Alaric, we don't have time. If you have something to tell me, you must tell me now.
Alex... Alex? Alex! Alex! I failed. Go on ahead, Dragon Tamer. I'll take care of our dead.
The camp is almost ready. Excellent work, hunters. The corrupted won't know what's coming for them.
Yes. But at what cost?
You'll need to reach the seal as quickly as possible if you are to stop the dragon from rebuilding its forces.
The fortress extends over 2 levels, with one sitting above the other. Right now, we are on the upper level, while the seal and most of the Dragonkin that are left are below us. We also know that the cult has corrupted the corridors in the lower part of the fortress, to the point that no human could remain there without a scale of light. Once you go down to the lower level, you'll be on your own.
According to my research, Saw Iknog's corruption is the strongest of them all. To have any chance of surviving Dracomundus, one of you will need to wear the primordial scale and pray to the Eternal that its presence will be enough to protect you both.
First and foremost, though, you'll need to reach the stairwell between the 2 levels of the fortress. There's a complex mechanism there that we created to isolate the lower level, just in case the seal should fail. Now, this seems rather more of a hindrance than we intended. The mechanism is controlled by a set of machines in various locations of the upper part of the fortress. You'll need to activate them all at the same time. And we should expect the Dragonkin to fight tooth and nail in an attempt to stop you.
You'll need to carry out a frontal assault. Kill the Dragonkin protecting the mechanism, and our soldiers will take a position here, once the area has been cleared. Each of you will have 3 contingents to place, who will activate the machines once you are ready.
I'm at your command, Dragon Tamer. We'll join you as soon as the areas have been cleared.
May combat wash our hands of our failures. And may those who died here and in Domistria forgive us for having failed to protect them. Let's go, Dragon Tamer. We must lift this spell. We'll need to work together. Find both of the summoning totems and destroy them at the same time. I'll stay here so I can deal with this one. You, find the other. Let's kill all the Dragonkin we can find. Every enemy slain will make us stronger. If we want any sort of chance when we face Sour Iknog, We must pave the way to his lair with the corpses of his servants. Wait! Dragon Tamer! If we continue like this, we'll never be able to stand up to the dragon, even if we do find the seal. Let's hunt down the sorcerers that corrupted these hallways. They cannot be far away. I can smell their putrid magic even here. Let's split up and take them out. The dragon is too strong. What can we do? How can we make ourselves stronger if the Dragon King weren't enough?
Prepare yourself, Dragon Tamer. You alone are capable of killing the Banished Lords. Your knight friend is just not up to the task.
I must become stronger!
Strength begat strength, Sir Knight. You want to stand against me? Avenge your lost love, perhaps? Bring justice? Protect those you cherish? Well, then prove yourself worthy.
I'll kill you, you damn dragon! I'll avenge Alex! I'll make you pay for the attacks on my home! I'll destroy you!
Then you need only find the one capable of facing me and winning, and take their power as your own. You want to fight me? You are too weak. Have your failures taught you nothing? Kill the only human to have ever slain a dragon. Inherit their strength, then come and face me, Alaric of Montsky. Make up for your failures with my blood.
I must become stronger.
Here's what awaits your fellow hunters. Without you to save them, Dragon Tamer, they are nothing more than prey. Is that really worth your time? Don't you deserve more than simply looking after the sheep that follow behind you?
What happened? The dragon. He got past my scale of light?
No. Why spare his life? Don't you see that he's weak? That he'll betray you again? Just as soon as he gets a chance?
Ah, hunters. It's time to purify the seal. Wait a moment. Sir Alaric, are you all right?
No, Jerome, I'm not. Please, I need your aid. The scale of light's power was no match for the Banished Lord. He almost had me kill the Dragon Tamer.
What? But you are still on our side, aren't you? Well, Alaric of Montsky, as penance, you must follow my order. Fight it! You must fight! Not only for Montsky, or for those who you wish to defend, but for your own soul's salvation. As soon as you are ready, let's clear this altar of the stain the Dragonkin left on it. The corrupted will try to stop us. Let them burn, hunters.
There you are at last, Hunter. Are you ready to finish things? Alaric has been weakened by Saw Ignog. Letting him go in would be unwise. That being said, we are not about to let you go in alone.
I still say this is a dangerous, stupid, reckless idea, Auspex, and you are sure to regret it.
Enough, Cornelis. I will go into Dracomundus with you, Dragon Tamer. Saw Ignog took an arm from me, and I an eye from him. I think you will have the more difficult job out of the two of us, to be sure. But at least part of the dragon's fury will be directed elsewhere.
And if you should both die, what then? Don't even think about it, Auspex. The Dragon Tamer can fight the dragon alone.
Cornelis, I have faced Saw Ignog once before. I know him better than you know any other dragon. Come, Meridius, Deliculum. Illuminate our scales, so that we may finish this. We have arrived. This place looks like hell indeed. Where's the dragon?
This voice. I know this voice. The Clever!
It's working! Run, Hunter! I'll draw his attention!
Out of my sight, wretched human! How bold! Facing me with a crippled toe. What do you take me for, Dragon Tamer? You think I will do you are? Serve the depths between our rods and your mark. You get this knife, but you'll not get past me. The others may have failed, but I have no intention of corrupting you. Killing you here will be quite enough. No energy left. You and me, Dragon Tamer, get ready to finish this! Come, submit to me. Is it your master that gives you such strength? Answer me. Or perhaps the Eternal? No, impossible. You cannot withstand me. Impossible! Impossible! A man cannot be stronger than me, else... No! No! Die! Die!
Finally! What? That's not a Drakiel scale! It's corrupting you! Give it to me!
Dragon Tamer. Then you're right, Astria. All these breaches cannot have come from Sor Ignog.
Where is de Clairval? Breaches have opened across the entire world. Dragonkin, like we have never seen before, are rushing out. We need the Council to come together and coordinate things.
Dead? But how? The scale began to glow violet. That sounds like what happened to Yorn.
We thought Pale Dragon's blood was behind the chain reaction last time. But if you and de Clairval suffered the same thing, that can only mean that the corruption did not come from Yorn being dragon-blooded, but from the scale. But how? And why was it only at the moment of Saur Ignag's death, and not during the fight itself, when the Dragon Tamer was already wearing it?
Cornelis will have the answers we need. Jerome and Alaric are with him. Let's go and find them. Wait, Cornelis! Something terrible has happened. We need answers.
Sorry? Ah, I see the Dragon Tamer is with you.
The primordial scale almost corrupted the Dragon Tamer, and it killed de Clairval. It happened just the same way as with Yorn, even though the Auspex was not already corrupted. What's the reason behind this?
What? Auspex de Clairval is dead? How? What's going on here, Cornelis?
What's going on, hunters? My master's designs have almost reached their completion, and since you are so close to working things out for yourselves, I need lie to you no longer. Did you really think the knowledge that would allow us to defeat the Banished Lords would be found in an old book or some ruin? The Wormlings, the Draconic Seals, the Illuminating of Scales. Come now, hunters. We are but men, and this knowledge could only be gained by getting to know our world's very essence.
Don't tell me. No, don't tell me you're...
A new era is coming for us all. My master is waiting for you. The final proof you are looking for has been waiting for you there for millennia.
Come to me. Try and stop this new dawn of darkness and avenge yourselves of this traitor. I challenge you.
That dirty traitor! He's escaped into the breach!
Dragonkin! Stop them from escaping! We must get our hands on Cornelis. Prepare yourselves!
And the Dragonkin invasion? Did you forget? The entire world is riddled with breaches, with vermin spilling out of each one. Not to...
Astria's right. There's only one hunter capable of throwing themselves into a trap and coming out victorious. And that's the Dragon Tamer. Our role should be to protect the Alliance.
And if you should fall, let us ensure it will not be to corruption. Come, I'll illuminate your scale of light at the nearest altar for you. We don't know what this dragon may use to corrupt you. You'll be sure to need it.
What? How did you escape from Dracomundus? Have you succumbed to corruption, Dragon Tamer? You want to tell me of the Meridius' betrayal? No need. I saw him leaving a breach as you did just now, before using some sort of Dragonkin sorcery. By the grace of the Eternal, he didn't see me, so I can still help you. This is a powerful rune. I don't know exactly what kind of sorcery it's used for, but I do know that it holds a large amount of energy just waiting to be set free. From what you said, Cornelis may have left these runes behind for you to follow him. Find a way to destroy them, and see where the energy stored within takes you. Take care, Dragon Tamer. Cornelis will have no interest in being taken alive. He will no doubt have arranged for obstacles to slow you down. You realize you're walking right into a trap, don't you? Be sure you're strong enough before you go.
Dragon Tamer?
There's no point continuing the pursuit if the Dragon Tamer is here. The voices will corrupt us before we can make even the slightest progress.
More Dragonkin, watch out!
We missed our chance, Son Khan.
Quiet,
Let's go back.
Dux mihi non est! Not before we've helped the Dragon Tamer to pick up the traitor's trail. If we leave now, Cornelis could escape us for good.
My master sends his regards once again, Dragon Tamer. Whenever we have need of you, there you are. Here is the draconic seal that prevents my master from leaving his lair, and you from going in to face him. My master's giving you the choice. Either you can suffer slowly on the surface, while waiting for his troops to capture an innocent who can be brought here to break the seal, or this time I will not wish you luck. May the dragon tempt you indeed.
Dragon Tamer, do not fear. Let me lay my eyes upon the man who freed me. That's better. Let's discuss things face to face. I am Mephisto, one of the Dracules created at the very beginning, fashioned by the Eternal himself, the very first architect of creation. It was I who watched over your kind in its ignorance. And now, I intend to take off this robe once more. Now tell me, are you like Cornelius, ready to accept the just tyranny that will unite all men? Or will I have the honor of boxing you face to face? The latter, then. So be it. I wonder whether your 3 hunter friends would be able to give the same answer. I don't think they would. Your wyrmling passed on all the details I could need, unbeknownst to you. Alaric will be destroyed by his greed, Astria by her pride, Son Can by his distrust, and Jerome by his zeal. Cornelius did well naming you Dragon Tamer. Now, it's time to prove the sanctity given to you by the Eternal was not misplaced. Submit to the power of my voice.
Master, take care! He's getting back up! The Eternal has sent the light!
Oh, what an opportunity. What an opportunity indeed. To be able to break someone he cherishes so. Just watch, Eternal. You'll see your champion die today.
But, Master, you...
Go, Cornelius. You think this golden light will protect you? My name is champion. The Eternal has not saved you. He has but marked you for death. Miriam and Toriel's betrayal. The unjust punishment that I suffered. All the damage done to Dragonkind will be done away with. The day of liberation has arrived. No doubt you're hoping that will. The Eternal power of no matter whether servants of the Eternal or the dragons, you and your kind are nothing but slaves. You cannot escape your chains. Only choose who you are bound to. And I will always be an option.
Dragon Tamer, the Eternal be praised. You're back.
Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad to see you again. You must have plenty to tell us.
Let's start with what happened to Cornelius. Did the traitor survive?
Escaped. So, we have not won the war just yet. The Alliance will still have need of its dragon hunters.
We're preparing a small ceremony in the council room. Astria, Jarn Trulson, and I will say a few words for Dvalin, Yorn, and Sumdia. Alaric came by a little earlier and did his bit for Captain Alex and Auspix de Clairval. Come, share a drink with us, if you like.
Let us drink. To those we have lost.
ladies, gentlemen, and dragonblood of the Alliance. For centuries, we have lived in fear. The fear of seeing our homes go up in flames, of losing our dear ones, of seeing our cultures extinguished. And it was all because of the dragons and their Dragonkin cults. The Banished made use of this fear to reach into our hearts and corrupt us. But no more! Why is that? Aren't there still dragons out there? Yes, lying low in Dracomundus, biding their time. And the cults? Yes, they are all over, and the Dragonkin are many. So why should we not fear if victory is not yet ours? Quite simply because one among us has shown us the way. Accepting fear, bravely making a stand, rather than searching for comfort in the dragon's lies. That person has made us incorruptible. And that is how he defeated the 4 strongest dragon lords, as well as the master over them all. The war is not finished, members of the Alliance, but as of today, this time of fear has come to an end. Glory to the Alliance of Men. Glory to the Dragon Hunters. And above all, glory to the one who showed us the way. Glory to the Dragon Tamer!